Where's Tim?
Don't be a smarty. The slop is it sloppy? I'll kiss you right here.
It's perfect.
Is it perfect? Are you fibbing?
No, it's good.
Okay.
So I got a message from Kathy asking about doing personal training. I don't know how you found me.
Because don't take offense, ladies. I did want another woman training event. I wanted a guy for some
How did
reason.
you find me?
I just walked around.
Somebody.
I didn't know anybody here when I came here because part of my family had passed away. I think I lived here when I went to find Mr. there for
Speak up, Kathy.
maybe 2 or 3 months, and then I couldn't stand it any longer because I was just down in the dump house, and so I found Mr. there, and he said he would train me.
When I do personal training, especially for women, I always get them to do a bench press because many women have never tried a bench press. That's not uncommon that you've never had a bench press. So I put her on the bench press and she goes, oh crap, I better put some more weight on that. Boom! Oh crap, I better put some more weight on that. Boom! I was astounded. So Kathy is genetically disposed to react well to lifting heavy weights. Who knew? She was a personal trainer. No, she was a fitness instructor, back in the day.
Yeah, well, back in the day.
So she had a background in fitness, but not weights. She was just using
No.
1 and 2 pounds.
No, it's just running around and.
But
yeah.
still, so I checked into it and found out about the British Columbia Powerlifting Association. I went to a meet and they showed, I found out everything about how we did. So we went to our first competition. And Kathy was Masters 3 at the time, but bench press, this is bench press only. We started bench press only, and she bench press 35 kilograms, which is the bar and a couple of weights on the end. First place. Not sure which one that is here, but it's one of these medals.
I don't know either.
So what was that first competition like, Kathy?
I was nervous. It was pretty special. But I'd never done it before in front of a whole bunch of people, so of course I'm having a little heart attack there. Right? And you get there, and I think I remembered everything to do, but it was exciting. Here you are in front of all these people, you don't really know what you're doing, you've got Mr. there going, eh. And so away you go, lift the thing up, and it was exciting. But it's the most fun, I think, and excitement for me in my life, besides all my husbands.
And that's another story.
And anybody that says they cannot, they can. If they choose to go that way, it's just a wonderful, wonderful sport. I was, I can't remember when it was, but I was changing clothes or in the washroom or something, and were these 3 young ladies, probably maybe 29, and we were talking and stuff, and so I was yakking to them, and they said that powerlifting had saved their lives. So something was going on there, but they loved it. They were so helpful, and it's amazing. It's just one of the most amazing things I've done with people, because I'm not very good with people. See? You know what I'm saying? Well, I have to deal with this guy. But it's a wonderful sport. It's not a bad sport. Even if you can only lift lightly, it's the joy of just being able to hold a bar and just, even doesn't matter if you just get halfway up. You know that it's there and you've tried it, and eventually you will. If I was like that, you guys can all do it too, and it's amazing. It just makes you feel good. Yeah, all of you.
From the people that I talked with at the powerlifting meets, and they tend to be the women because we're competing against with the other women. I'd probably say at least 10 of them have told me how powerlifting has saved their lives.
Yeah.
A woman who's a friend of ours, she had a serious drug problem and things like that. She says, she lifts.
Yep.
That's her drugs. Saved her life.
No, it's wonderful.
So after that first meet, we went to the provincials, which is everybody in the province. And Kathy lifted 45 kilograms, a British Columbia record, first place.
Nobody else.
There was no one else. No, it's great. I wanted to. You know, I think it's just great, but that was interesting.
Then we went to the Westerns. The way that powerlifting works is you go to the provincials, the Westerns, and then the nationals. We went to the Westerns. Kathy lifted 45 kilograms. This was in Saskatoon, first place. Then we went to the Canadian Nationals. In Winnipeg. Kathy lifted 47.5 kilograms. Canadian record, first place. That means that she qualified for the Worlds, which were in Pilsen, in the Czech Republic.
Can I say one thing? The one thing that makes this for me, I live on Mayne Island. And Mayne Island is a wonderful, special place to be. And I brought it home to our place. And to me, that's just the best of the best, because they haven't gotten it.
When we did the Canadians, that was March 8th, 2020.
Oh, yep.
3 days before lockdown.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, there were rumblings, right? There were rumblings. So, you know, we were all kind of, everybody was sort of like, anyways. So the Worlds were canceled, of course, which was tough, which was really tough. So, but we came back and said, well, let's do the full thing. Let's do the squat and the deadlift as well. So we took 12 months to add the squats and the deadlift. Now the deadlift, Kathy was pretty good at to begin with, because you know there's not tons of technique, and she was strong. But the squat took a long time.
Wow, come on, you get your bum down there, Bucko.
And the good thing with the bench press is Kathy says, laugh, don't know you could laugh. But with the bench press, I can demonstrate to Kathy what she needs to do. I can't squat. There's not a chance.
Really?
You know, when you got a couple of vertebrae fused, you just it can't happen. So I had to tell her what to do, and again and again. She's actually a very good student. So after those 12 months, we went to some local competitions, and then we went to the provincials again. I'll show Kathy's list of the provincials.
I like looking at myself.
So we all have to wear these singlets, black and red things. They can be different colors. But yeah, so there she is. She gets under the bar, lifts it up, proper steps back, big breath.
Come on, yeah. Woo! I can yell at myself too.
And rock. The spotter's very good. Very good. She got one red light on that one. I can't remember what it was for.
I don't know.
But 2 of the 3 were fine. Okay? So that's a squat. Now let's show her bench press. So this is for the Canadian record. She's giving a little clock to the spotter there. The spotter gives her hand lifting the bar off the rack. So watch this arch here.
Wow.
And so your shoulders have to be on the bench and your butt has to be on the bench. That's it. And the guy helps her off. And then the judge says, start. And then he says, press.
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
All 3 white lights?
3 white lights.
Wow.
And the deadlift.
That's really good.
So the guys are putting the weight on. In general, you release is the bench press, next is the squat, and then is the deadlift.
Don't mess with it.
No. Deadlift almost. What's he brushing off?
Chalk.
Yeah, we talk our.
Chalk on your hands, get you a better grip on the bar. The indications are it's 3 or 4 more kilograms. It's chalk.
Here she comes.
So she's getting set. Big breath in, hold it. Hands reversed.
Come on, yeah, piece of cake. Woo! Love it. Perfect.
Really, give me more.
So that was the
What?
And I usually have. So from there we went to the Westerns. Remember that day, this would have been in 2022, that huge rainstorm that washed out all the roads and everything?
Oh,
there?
this was just the
That day.
so awful.
I didn't know if we were gonna get on the ferry. Luckily the ferry was running. And we were, oh my God, we had to, it took like, it should have taken 20 minutes to get there. It took 2.5 hours because the roads were washed out and things like that. It was at the Richmond Oval. And you know how it's big and things like that. The water was coming off of it like a waterfall. It was just nuts. It's just nuts, so it was pretty intense.
Oh, it was awful. I wanted to go home.
So Kathy, you start with a squat. Kathy got red lights on her first 2 squats. If she got red lights on the 3rd squat, she would have been out, and that would have been it. She can't go to the Nationals unless she finished in the Westerns. But she got that 3rd lift. Because of me, although I was probably kind of freaked out as well, but because of her fellow competitors. After she missed on the first 2, must have been 15 people came up to her and said, "You got this. Don't worry about it. You got it."
That was amazing because the weather was just, I wanted to.
But she did a very good squat, and she did a very good deadlift, and she did a very good bench press. First place, qualified for the Nationals.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So we're off to the Nationals, which is in St. John's, which is hard to get to. You have to leave early in the morning, and you get there late at night. And when you come home, you got to leave earlier in the morning, and you get back late at night. In the world, this is the first time we had direct competition. In Kathy's group was a lady from the United States and a lady from the U.S. Virgin Islands. Both of them who have been in hundreds of meets, well not hundreds, but lots and lots. The woman from the United States was way above Kathy.
Okay.
You know, she must have lifted 20, 30 kilograms on each one of them more than Kathy could. So we knew we couldn't, unless she made a big mistake. Finishing first was going to be challenging. But the woman from the U.S. Virgin Islands was just a little bit behind Kathy. So we had to do good. So she did a 65 kilogram squat. Excellent. Which is a Canadian record. Then she did a 45 kilogram bench press. That's not a Canadian record. Bench press wasn't as good as we would have liked to. So that tightened it up even more. Because the other woman, I think, did 47.5. So she made us up. So the woman, of course, first place was way ahead. So she needed a big deadlift for silver. Here we go.
It's perfect. It's so perfect. You'll see, it's perfect.
So both deadlift and the overall. So Kathleen Jensen from Canada,
Yeah.
who Abby was trying to jump over, is your silver medalist in both deadlift and the overall. She's attempting 102.5 kilos here. She was successful on her second attempt at 95 kilos.
This is the most she's ever done.
Oh.
She's never done
And
this much
this will be
weight.
2.5 kilos above her personal best in deadlift.
As you keep her focused,
That's my look.
we taught her the stomp.
Yeah. That's why it was called the Stomper.
Dumps her authority onto the platform as she gets set up and ready to go here. Locks that out, gets the down command.
Harry did, you know. I won a couple of little trophies myself, but that was right up there. Top three. Top three. Right? World silver medalist. I've got a couple of pictures here to show you, just at the medal ceremony.
You've had sick of this yet? Too bad.
There she is. And this is on the official Canadian powerlifting website. And then when we got back, Kathy was too chicken, but I did go to see my tattoo guy to get that.
All right, I got to take the hat off. Here, you can yell. Well, there's nothing I can do. I can't do with a hat.
Let's see how many she can do. 25, she can do 5. That's not dramatic enough. Ready?
Okay, let's do it.
Carry on. Ready?
All right, let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
11. Come on.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
All righty then.
So, anything else to say?
Me? I think it's been quite wonderful, all of you being here for this long, listening. And I bring it home to Mayne Island. That's what we want. Go and tell people that some old broad at such an age had all this happen to her and she's brought it back home.